Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tiger
Time! Welcome to Tiger Time, a podcast dedicated to sports at Marshall County High School. This week, we caught up with Coach Osteen to recap the Tigers' 35-13 victory on the road against the Creekwood Redhawks. This week's episode will be a little shorter than usual as our students were getting ready for an ACT during the week, which we wish our players and students at MCHS good luck on as they take it. Today's episode of Tiger Time is sponsored by El Patron.
This past week, the Tigers traveled up to Creekwood to play another region football game, hard-fought game between the Tigers and Redhawks. Creekwood does a great job. They came into the game 5-1. Of course, Tigers still undefeated, and had a really tough game. But man, the Tigers, as the game went on, pulled away for a big 35-13 victory in all three phases of the game, working together to get the outcome that we were looking for. Defensively, I think we started the game with three and outs in a row. Offensively, had a 13-play drive to start the game, to go up 7-0. Had a huge punt block by Milan Bell right before the half that the Tigers were able to capitalize on with some 20-something seconds left before the half. Tyler Thompson to A.J. Jones touchdown right before the half. That was one of the biggest plays of the game to put us up 21-6 there at halftime. Third quarter, Creekwood's able to possess the ball and take a lot of the time down, but ultimately a huge stop by the Tiger defense. Tigers come back with the ball at midfield, huge 50-plus yard touchdown from Tyler Thompson to Jamal Gentry to put the Tigers up 28-6, and then we kind of controlled the game after that. Three big takeaways in the game: Marcus O'Neal interception, Alex Cruz fumble recovery, and then kind of a very unique one down deep in the Creekwood area. Reed Mitchell, defensive lineman, interception. Of course, you usually don't say defensive lineman with interception. Reed had another great game, and that set up the Tigers' final touchdown, a short 5-yard run by Jaden Keys to round out the scoring for the Tigers. So just huge game all around. Most importantly, Tigers remain undefeated in region play. They moved 4-0 in region play. So just really happy with where we're at. Obviously, we're not perfect as a team, but so far our record is still unblemished, and we're proud of that. But of course, we're not satisfied. We've still got a lot of areas that we can improve on. We're just so happy with the leaders on our team that committed to the process. We want to be process-driven and process-oriented people, and if we're that every day, then hopefully the results will come.
And now our players of the game against Creekwood. Our offensive players of the week go to A.J. Jones, who had 4 catches for 63 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jamal Gentry, 4 catches for 103 yards and a touchdown. Quarterback Tyler Thompson, who was 14 of 21 passing for 224 yards and 4 total touchdowns. Our Tiger Pride Award of the week went to Bowen Porch, who played well on both offensive and defensive lines. This week, the Tigers had 2 big hits. Caleb Christmas, who had a pancake on a defensive tackle, and Gavin Johnson, who also pancaked a defensive tackle. The special teams player of the week went to Mylan Bell, who blocked a punt in the Tigers' victory. And our defensive player of the week went to Marcus O'Neal with an interception, Jaden Keys, who had 10 tackles, 1 for a loss, a half a sack, and 1 hurry at the quarterback, Alex Cruz, 54, who had a fumble recovery, and Reed Mitchell, who had 6 tackles, 1 for a loss, 4 hurries, and 1 interception on the game. Big shout out to the Tigers and their effort this week.
The Tigers travel north, almost the Kentucky border this week to take on Montgomery Central in Clarksville. Of course, long road trip, one of the biggest challenges this week as the Tigers play their 5th region game of the year. And of course, anytime you travel, it presents big challenges. Of course, we're off next week, and you always, anytime you go have a break, you want to go into a break with positive vibes. Montgomery Central's got a new coaching staff, a program that's definitely taking some steps forward from the past couple of years. I expect them to put up a big fight. It's their last home game. It's senior night for them. So it'll pose a big challenge for the Tigers, but one that I hope that we're committed to taking the next step in kind of this journey of the season. Big shout out to El Patron for sponsoring this week's episode of Tiger Time.
Tiger Time is produced by the MCHS History Club. Please be sure to check out our other history content if you're interested in Marshall County history, including our podcast, The Book of Marshall, and our new video series, The Marshall Minute. Thank you. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, and go Tigers.